Well, Pakistan is a poor country, was always a poor country from its inception. When the British Empire arrived in what was then called India, it was the richest part of the world. And when the British Empire left, it was the poorest part of the world. You don't have to be a genius to work out what happened in between. The British stole it all. They looted the empire, and they ensured that the countries of the empire would be subjugated to their economic interests. So by the time Pakistan came into being, it was a poor country. And the way that the world is organized and is run has made it very difficult for poor countries to get off the floor. Some have, and their examples are ones to study carefully. But Pakistan has been bedeviled by several specific characteristics. One is the overwhelming weight of dictatorship. Pakistan has, for half of its life, lived under military dictatorship. And the other half, it has lived under politicians who have been largely a disappointment and who have, in any case, operated under the shadow of military dictatorship, just waiting in the wings to take over. This has to change. India, the country next door, has not had any military dictatorships. Indian governments have, by and large, been democratic, accepted the verdicts of the people. When an election takes place in India, the Prime Minister moves out that night, and the new Prime Minister moves into the Prime Minister's house. And nobody even asks, will the army take over? And India is doing very well, and Pakistan is not. Other countries with different systems nearby, like China, through unity and hard work, have picked themselves up from even lower than Pakistan was in 1948. China was more poor than Pakistan was. When the revolution triumphed in China, just 1 year after Pakistan independence, China was poorer than Pakistan. And now it's the second richest country in the world. And in 20 years, maybe less, it will be the richest country in the world. So these examples have to be studied, and people have to learn lessons.
This is why we came.